What up, guys? Welcome back. MDevil NCAA podcast, college football podcast. We got it going on here. We got that simulation going. Shout out to the homie Cajunnomics out here doing the rosters. You can download those for yourself. Get full current rosters for all the NCAA teams. Overalls have been changed as well, so you know that they're accurate as of the start of the season. So it's hype, and it's really, really cool. It allows me to do a dope simulation with all the right players' names and the right general overalls. Right now, Washington in the game is the overall is ranked as like basically the 14th ranked team, but in real life, obviously they're like a top 4 playoff style team, and they're just destroying fools.
He just drills this one.
So that's kind of what happens, where over the season they've kind of become better. But yeah, we got Washington versus Utah, a Pac-12 Wild West shootout. Washington has been amazing. They're my number 2 team in the country right now. Kind of surprising some folks, and just coming out and destroying teams. They haven't played the strongest of schedules, but what I think is really important, and what I think other people are overlooking, is in the schedule that they played, they're straight destroying teams. They straight murdered Stanford. They straight murdered Oregon. They're out here wrecking people. Like, that's what they're doing. So, like, that's what you're supposed to do when you're a super elite team. You're not supposed to be like Clemson and get lucky AF because freaking NC State misses a field goal. Are you kidding me? That's like legit trash. Like, that crap makes me angry though. Like, Clemson's like, oh, they keep winning. Ninja, they legit lost the game, except this kicker just like shanked it. Don't get me started on field goals, fam. You guys already know how I feel about that with the Cardinals. Cardinals Seahawks game. I was there, and it was very sad.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
He showed some excellent moves out there, more than you usually expect from a tight end. That was a big gain, and this offense keeps humming along.
They'll work the
But Utah's really strong, 7-1. Washington 7-0 undefeated. Definitely the 2 best teams of the Pac-12 so far this year, other than maybe USC, because USC is a bunch of savages.
Allowed them to move the ball down the field.
But yeah, we're getting into it, guys.
First down.
Let's do our last week's recap of all the ranked teams. Boise State squeaked by with the win against BYU. BYU should have won that one. That was a crazy game. I remember watching that. That was Thursday night. Touchdown, Washington. Saturday, October 22nd, last week. The game of the week, Texas A&M versus Alabama. Alabama smacked the crap out of them. Alabama is too good. We already know this. We've seen it time and time again. They're just straight murdering fools, just like Washington is. Alabama number 1, Washington number 2. That's a little preview of my my rankings, my top 6 rankings for this week. Upset alert! We got Penn State taking that dub over OHIO, over Ohio State.
He's to the 20.
LeBron won't be happy about that one.
At the 26-yard line.
Illinois gets freaking trounced by Michigan.
Now the offense gets ready to
41-8. Michigan is a straight savages. They're also amongst my playoff teams, my top 4. Washington out here smacking it to the front. They straight destroyed. Washington straight destroyed Oregon State. I know you're saying Oregon State, they're garbage, but that's what happens. Freaking elite teams straight destroy garbage teams. Like, there's nothing to say about that. Like, it's not like it was close. It's not like Clemson out here almost losing to FBS teams. Like, they straight murdered these fools. Next we got North Carolina State going to Louisville, trying to pull the upset that they couldn't last week. And no, Louisville destroyed them, because Louisville is an elite team. Clemson got lucky AF against Louisville. Louisville is way better than Clemson. It's not even close. They got lucky so lucky that they beat Louisville. And if that game happened anywhere other than Death Valley, if that game happened on the moon, if that game happened, well, freaking Lamar Jackson will hurdle everyone up there on the moon. If that game happened at Sun Devil Stadium, if that game happened at the Cowboys' place, if that game happened in Louisville, those fools, Louisville would have destroyed Clemson. Honestly, if they played again today, I think that they would beat Clemson. But Louisville, I feel like, is getting shafted, and just because they had to go play that game on the road. But whatever, it's not that big of a deal.
He's going to try and scramble. And down he goes. That's the 29. He scrambles.
Troy Williams, I'll let you, boy.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
And also, this game right here, Washington versus Utah, could be a rematch for later down the season. So that's hype.
From the 29-yard line.
Because Utah is currently leading the South, and Washington's obviously leading the North. They could rematch in the Pac-12 championship. Oklahoma. Ooh, give him that shimmy, boy. Utah plays hard-mouthed football, and winning games in Utah doesn't seem that difficult, but it is. They're crazy there. It's cold usually. Well, that's not going to really affect Washington that much, but it has the higher altitude. The stadium is small and weird, but it's weirdly shaped. It's just a weird atmosphere, and Utah gets some good wins there, and it's tough to win there. They actually beat ASU there last year. First time ASU had ever lost to Utah, and we play them every year. We out here double squad. Hopefully we get that dub against them this year at home. But I don't know about that. ASU season kind of falling apart a little. We lost the squeaker last week against freaking Washington State.
And he's taken down at the 11.
Makes me sad thinking about it. Okay, next game we got Purdue lost to Nebraska, getting that dub. Wisconsin beating up on Iowa. That was a dirty, like a not fun game to be at, I'm sure. 17-9. Meh.
Up the middle for a nice game.
Troy McCormick. I don't think that guy's even the starting running back, honestly. They have another dude, Joe Williams, I think his name is, and he's only been playing like for a few weeks though, because he like had retired, so that's why he's not the starter in the game, I guess. I don't like that he keeps saying Oklahoma, but Troy Williams there. They got another dude, Joe something. I feel like it's Joe Williams, but maybe I'm just tripping.
Great move to get into the end zone. There's a perfect
yeah, it's Joe Williams. I wasn't being crazy. But over the past 2 weeks, he's got like 500 yards, this dude, Joe Williams. He's kind of savage in those. Savage them hoes. Hey, savage them hoes. Savage them hoes. Hey, savage them hoes.
Really demoralize a defense when they drive the ball down the field, and a lot of the yards came on the ground.
We're even at 7 in this one.
Okay, next we got Houston taking that L to SMU. Houston out here trying to talk all this crap, acting like they go into the playoff, acting like they straight savages. Nah.
And we're back.
Nah, fam.
Here in quarter number 2. They've been like a couple of fighters feeling each other out so far.
Nah.
Let's see if they start to open it up a little bit more now.
Let's go. Let's go, Huskies. Oh, oh, oh. You know I got that special spot in my heart for the Huskies, so that's where I got engaged at a Washington game. We got that dub, though. West Virginia, silently, they're undefeated, guys. They beat TCU. They're 6-0, 3-0 in the Big 12. And West Virginia trying to make some moves, guys. They're trying to get themselves into playoff talks. Next, we got Oklahoma putting up 66 against Texas Tech, who put up 59. That crap is nuts. I know what that's like, fam. Patrick Mahomes out here slinging balls, bro. Freaking 5 touchdowns, 734 yards. That dude is a straight savage, Patrick Mahomes. He is not actually good, but he just throws the ball 1,000 times. He had 88 pass attempts, fam. 88 pass attempts? You better have 5 touchdowns with 88 pass attempts. What the frick? Come on, bruh. She ain't dick, bruh. But yeah, 88 pass attempts, 734 yards, 5 touchdowns. That dude slings it. He did the same thing against ASU, and we straight beat those fools because We out here. We got that boy Kalen Balaj, though, with the 8 touchdowns, fam. Kalen Balaj out here savaging hoes. You guys already know. Next, we got the Arkansas versus Auburn SEC matchup. Auburn 56, Arkansas 3. They got straight destroyed, fam. Next, we had a shootout in the Pac-12. We had Utah and UCLA. Honestly, I thought UCLA was going to get this dub, but they got handed that LA. They got that L from Utah. 52-45. That game was really close. UCLA is really talented, and they've lost a bunch of games. It's sad. And they're probably going to get beat by USC because USC is... Those LA teams, I know they don't like win every game, but they got talent on those teams. Much more talented than a lot of other teams.
Then gets their blockers out in front. It's a simple plan, and it's very effective when everyone does.
Sorry guys, I was a little I'm a little sick, as you guys can hear.
He's taken down at the 5-yard line. Washington's going to have to use their second time.
Come back tomorrow for Spelunky Saturday over on MDevil Gaming. You guys already know what it is. And then Daily Destiny videos. You guys already know. We got Western Michigan taking that dub over Eastern Michigan. Western Michigan's undefeated, and they're pushing for that Power 5 or non-Power 5 spot in the New Year's 6 bowls. And I think they'll get it since Houston has 2 losses now. If Western Michigan stays undefeated, they're not going to the playoffs because let's be real, but they could go to one of the side bowls like Boise did. Right here. Well, I guess Boise's in the driver's seat for that. Because Boise is 7-0 as well. Boise has a little bit more respect than these guys. We got North Carolina taking that dub at Virginia. Next, we got Ole Miss versus LSU. Leonard Fournette, the boy. Savage season, 7 era. You guys already know. We out here. Leonard Fournette, the straightest savage that ever savaged in the Savage Street. He thinks he's David Johnson. He ain't, though. He ain't DJ, though. Washington out here driving, fam. They just get out here, dub, getting that tug.
Can they do that now a second time?
But, yeah, Leonard Fournette out here murdering hoes. 3 touchdowns, 284 yards. He's a straight savage, but he's not even in the Heisman talk because he missed like 2 or 3 games. And that kind of sucks.
Quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Got a man. Watch out here. And down he goes around the 45-yard line.
But LSU gets that dub. They kind of rolled over Ole Miss, which is surprising to me. I feel like Ole Miss is a good football team. They have 4 losses now, though, so F those hoes. They only have 3 wins. 3 and 4. Come on, fam. What do they do have? They're 5 and 3. We played 8 games already.
First down.
That seems right. That seems right, fam. Next we got Navy getting that dub off of Tim Patrick. I like your boy. Did I already play a game with freaking Utah? Did one of my games have Utah in it? I don't feel like that's right, but it could be. Just made myself a chicken sandwich. I'll at Chick-fil-A, giving out those free chicken sandwiches to all the Sun Devil fans. Out here, we get free chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A if ASU clicks a field goal, so that's nice.
Makes it out to about the 39.
Let's go. I'm going to go double check and see. Gonna go double check and see if oh, knocked it down. Brandon Beaver thinks he plays for Oregon State, but he ain't. Did I have Utah already? Last week I had Texas A&M, Ohio State, Tennessee, Louisville, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Virginia, USC, Stanford. No, I haven't had Utah. Dang, how many times I got Tennessee on there? 1. Just 2. Just 2 for Tennessee.
And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. gains about 5 yards on the play.
But we got Washington, boy. We got the Huskies. If you guys haven't seen my last pack opening here on MDevil Gaming, I pulled the hypest card in the history of my Madden openings. So you guys already know. You guys already know you need to check that bad boy out because it was amazing. No, I haven't done. It's probably I recognize these players' names just from watching Utah games. I watch a lot of college football, basically every Saturday and every Sunday. If I'm especially Saturdays because ASU plays a lot of they played every home game at 7 o'clock or later this year. So I spend the day watching college football. Go to the game around like 4 and tailgate for a few hours. Hang out with the homies. You guys already know. We out here repping the pack. And then and I'm watching college football. I watch all the games. I flip around. I watch them all. I watch the big games. I watch the pack game. I definitely watch the Pac-12 games. I rep the pack, fam. We out here. Pac-12, what up? College game day is at this game at Washington versus Utah. That's why I picked it. Also, it's a huge game for the Pac-12, but in all honesty, it doesn't really decide much because these two teams are in separate divisions, and a loss to one another is not going to really mean that much because they're just going to play against each other in the championship round in Northern California. Holla at your boys. At Santa Clara Stadium, whatever the name of that crap is.
For the EA Sports NCAA football.
What is the name of the 49er stadium? I can't even think of it right now. Oh, Levi Stadium. Huh? Your boy. Get them 501s, boy. Washington trying to get that dub because they are the dubs, fam. I love their stadium. I love Seattle. I'm trying to go up for Christmas. Shout out to that Bird Gang, boy. Next, we got the Pac-12 predictions. We got Cal facing against USC. Cal got that L against the Trojans. Trojans coming up strong. They've lost 2 games from the Pac-12, one to Stanford and one to.
The burden is going to be felt by their defense.
Dang, I can't even think about it. Who did they lose to?
And they'll get him in the backfield.
Utah. Oh, they lost to Utah already. Dang. L. That's a big deal. That's going to really hurt their chances. They better hope Utah loses 2 more games. Holy crap. We got the Devils, fam. We going to Oregon. I was supposed to go to this game. I was going to go because my friend lives in Oregon. And he invited me and my wife up to come up and visit and go to the game. But it just didn't really work out. We were trying to go to North Carolina this weekend. We were trying to go to Chicago this weekend for the World Series. We were trying to go to Oregon this weekend for the ASU game, and we were trying to go to Vegas for the Kanye show. We still might go to the Kanye show, but we're not going to any of those other places that require plane tickets, just because plane tickets get expensive. That was amazing how that ball fell from one hand to the other. Shout out to that field goal kicker. I mean, not field goal kicker, that golfer dude. Next, we got Washington State going to Oregon State. I'm going with the Washington State Cougars. They beat us last week, but F those fools. But they're going to get that dub. Next, we got Stanford going to Tucson to play against the scumbag U of A douchebag cocksuckers. They are actually currently 2-5. Holla at your boys. U of A taking them L's, fam. I'm going with Stanford to try to turn their ways around. I think Stanford's on a little bit of a losing streak right now. Maybe a trip to Tucson will fix that for them. Okay, and then we already talked about USC and Cal. And then we have one other Pac-12 matchup, which is this one, which we'll save for last because it's the game of the week, fam. Okay, let's get to the ranked games. Tonight, we got Navy versus South Florida. Navy on the road. Navy is ranked, and South Florida is not. I'm going with South Florida to take this dub off of Navy, though. Navy got ranked just because they beat freaking Houston. I don't think they stay strong with that. Oh, wait, we forgot to do the Thursday game. Last night was crazy with Virginia Tech and Pittsburgh. I remember that game. That was nuts. Virginia Tech got that dub off of Pittsburgh, and they're going to stay ranked probably. Okay, next we got West Virginia, undefeated, 6-0, going to Oklahoma State. I'm picking Oklahoma State for the upset alert. Upset alert. We got that Boone Pickens Stadium, boy. We in Stillwater, Oklahoma, boy. They got their Oklahoma State. They're good, fam. They're going to beat West Virginia, bro. Calling it right now. Top 10 team, West Virginia goes down to Oklahoma State. Put it on the map, boy. Next we got what people thought was going to be a huge game. We got Michigan versus Michigan State. Both teams started out in the top 10 ranked. Michigan State currently 2-5. 0-4 in the Big Ten. This is Michigan State, fam. They've been out here. They've been making playoffs. Then they've been like going to. Oh, look at that boy, Joe Williams. Oh, so Joe Williams is in too. Okay, so they got 2 running backs, but Joe Williams is still in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Joe. I see you, Joe. I see you. I see you, Joe. I see ya. He ain't thick, bruh.
He gets out to about the 48-yard line.
She ain't thick, bruh.
That makes it 2nd and 8. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 48.
Larry.
Quarterback in the gun with 5 receivers.
Losing height. You go driving though.
Stopped immediately. That'll make it 3rd and 1. He gets out to about
there we go. Troy McCormick. See, this is the other running back they had. They got Troy McCormick.
From the 38-yard line. 1st down.
I got them in the black uniforms. How do you feel about that? And then I went with that white and gold little splash. That little splash, boys. Okay, so we're picking Michigan to run all over Spartans in East Lansing. Okay, next we got Penn State. Coming off that crazy upset. Going to Purdue. I want to pick the upset here, but I'm going to go with Penn State on this one.
He makes his way to about the 18.
Next we got Louisville going to Virginia. Louisville going to murder these fools. Okay, next we got Northwestern versus OHIO, Ohio State. This is in Ohio Stadium in Columbus in the Horseshoe. Gotta go with Ohio State, fam. They're too good. They're too good. Ohio State is really, really good. They still have a really good shot to make the playoffs. All they gotta do is win out. Most likely. Well, because all the conferences have undefeated teams right now. And
play number 9 of this current drive.
If that stays, which I don't think it will, but it could, then Ohio State has no chance with 1 loss. But something else could happen. You never know.
Washington's up by 4.
Joe Williams with the run. Woo! That boy's a savage. Oh, hold up them 4s. Hold up them 4s, Utah Ute fans. They better not score very quickly because Washington going to come down the field and put that dub on you. Next we got Baylor going on the road to Texas. I'm picking the upset alert. Let's go Longhorns. Hook 'em, boy. Shout out to Rooster Teeth. We out here, Austin, boy. And I got family out there. I got family that graduated from Texas. So shout out to my uncle. You guys already know. We out here taking. Oh! They trying to get this dub, fam. We trying to get this dub. Woo! Buda Baker. Buda Baker is a straight savage. Everyone already knows this. He's an All-American caliber player. Buda Baker going to be a player in the NFL. You guys already know, fam. Shout out to the homie Buda Baker. Next we got Florida going on the road to Georgia. I'm picking an upset alert on this one, too. Actually, that's not on the road. That's the neutral site. I forgot. World's biggest cocktail game. I'm actually going to not pick the upset on this one. Going with Florida. Florida is... Oh, man. That freaking sucked. Holy crap, guys. Okay, we're going to end the video early on this one. I'm sorry that happened. That's the second time that's happened. My Xbox 360 sucks dick, and it's getting that it's going to red ring of death. We're going with the dub on Washington. They won that game. You guys already know. And we're about to end this crap early. I'm not trying to simulate that whole game again. You guys already know what happened, what's up. And we're going to finish out our picks real quick. And what are we going to do, guys? What are we going to do? That sucks. We got Florida getting that win. We're going to go with Boise State over Wyoming. We're going to go with Oklahoma over Kansas. We got big game, Nebraska versus Wisconsin. We're going with the upset. We're going to go with Wisconsin over Nebraska. They got 2 losses, but I'm going to go with Wisconsin to take that dub. We got Ole Miss and Auburn. Auburn looks really good after last week, so I'm going with Auburn on that one. Tennessee. Dang, fam. I can't believe that. My freaking Xbox is like, sucks. That sucks, guys. I'm like super butthurt about that. Hopefully this video rides out and we can get the last bit of it. And then we got Tennessee versus South Carolina. Tennessee going to South Carolina, going to get this win. Texas A&M going to straight destroy New Mexico State. We got Clemson versus Florida State. Huge game. And we're just going to run the rest of this out like a regular podcast with no video. Guys, holy crap. I feel so bad right now that my game is so terrible. Holy ball sack, guys. I'm so sorry that happened again. That's the second time that's happened. We got Clemson versus Florida State. I'm going to go with Florida State to take the upset over Clemson. Clemson's been walking this line. They've been trying to get these L's. And, yeah, we're going to go with Clemson to take that L against Florida State in that huge matchup in the ACC. Gosh, guys, I'm so sorry that this is so crappy. We're just going to load it up and we're just going to look at it because that'll be sexy, right? I don't think it'll resume from where it was. Madden actually does do that. Like if your crap goes out in the middle of the game, you can just go right back to it. But we're just going to write it out like this. This will be the end of the podcast. And then the game of the week, you guys already know. I'm going with the Washington Huskies. Shout out to Washington. You guys already know. Shout out to freaking Denard Robinson on the cover of the freaking video game. The frick, guys. That dude sucks. We can pretend that those guys are Washington and Utah. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, that sucked. Man, that was really terrible. And yeah, we're gonna write it out though. It's the only thing we can do. That's the only thing we can do. We got Washington versus Utah coming through, and I'm picking Washington Huskies. So next we got our Heisman guys. I need to find a way if this can play on Xbox One. That's what I need to do. Next we got our Heisman guys. Number 1 right now I got Lamar Jackson. He's a straight savage. Number 2 I've got Jake Browning. Number 3 I got the homie Jabril Peppers out of Michigan, the playmaker. And then number 4 I got, gosh, I want to put Leonard Fournette in there, but I just can't do it. Number 4, I got Deshaun Watson. We'll just give it to that boy. Whatever. I like to have JT Barrett on there, but after that L, that'll be tough because he's out here taking L's, guys. Just like me. Just like me on that freaking video, fam. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. Come back next week where hopefully I get my Xbox situation figured out. I need it like ventilated or something, but my Xbox 360s are straight garbage. I will see you guys next time. You guys already know what it is. Go Devils.